This is going to be a tutorial on a very cheap and easy way to install both an outer bushing and an oil seal on your motorcycle fork without buying a specialty tool or going to the hardware store even to get PVC. As long as you have a nice roll of electrical tape, this will work for you. This was found by me on Reddit. The user deleted their name, so I'm not able to give them credit, unfortunately. But I wanted to make a quick video to share, and hopefully somebody else will get some use out of this. So right now I've installed my damper rod, and I've tightened the damper rod down. I've got the inner bushing on the stanchion, and this fork is held together by the damper rod bolt. I'm going to install this outer bushing, and this outer bushing will need to be set down into the bore, the lower fork, with a little bit of pressure. This is basically the same concept as using an extra bushing or an oil seal to push this stuff down. However, what we're going to do is basically wrap electrical tape around the stanchion right here, and we're going to match the outside diameter of whatever we're going to be setting into the lower fork with the diameter of the electrical tape. Then we're going to use the stanchion as a slide hammer to tap everything into the lower fork. So the electrical tape will sit here, and it will be pounding the stuff into the lower fork. A pretty quick, easy way to do it. So after installing whatever you need to install, in this case it's the outer bushing, I'm going to pull the stanchion out. I'm going to install this washer right here so that we have more surface area to work with. I'm pressing that outer bushing in. You can take this electrical tape and you're going to want to wrap it around until you reach the diameter of the outside diameter of this electrical tape will be the inside, just below the inside diameter of this lower fork. That way it has plenty of purchase on everything that's inside the lower fork. However, it won't be hitting the outside of the lower fork. Now I've kind of done this on the last fork that I just assembled, so I have the correct amount of tape cut. And when I reach that point, this tape will pull off of this roll. If you'll bear with me for a moment. Of course, you'd like to get the tape to line up as perfectly as possible without being too anal about it. Don't drop your fork assembly. And we're almost there. There it is. So at this point, you can see both the outer bushing and the washer need to be tapped down in there. So I'm going to do at this point. See how this electrical tape section just slips right into the lower fork. I'm going to tap this stuff down in here. There you can see the washer we used to get a good hold on the bushing is still free floating. Of course, this is going to go right here anyway, underneath the oil seal. But now the outer bushing is set down in the bore of the lower fork, which you can't see, but I can. So after this, all you've got to do is remove this electrical tape. You can reuse it by putting it right back on the roll. Then from there, you can place your oil seal onto the stanchion. Good tip before installing your oil seal is to grease it. Then you can use a thin piece of plastic over the fork tube, and you can install it over that. That'll help protect the oil seal and the stanchion. And at that point, you're going to put your electrical tape back on. Same deal. Install it, remove your electrical tape, and then you have installed both the outer bushing and the oil seal into your fork with basically a very small to zero investment. Thanks for watching. Hope you get some good use out of it.